Hello, lovely people. I hope you're all well. Guess what? Back again. Another flip through. This one slightly different. Although it's technically a design team project for Dash of Dave. It's a kit that's not released, or a couple of kits that's not released. And it's something that he created to go along with something I've been making and something for National Pride Month, or International Pride Month, which is June. And as today is the 1st of June, happy Pride, everybody. I thought I'd show you this. So this kit is one that he has, but it's unreleased. So if anybody's interested, you can drop me a comment or drop him a comment and tell him that you'd like to see these out in the world. This is a big journal that I made to celebrate all things Pride. So it is a massive journal. We'll do some measuring and we'll get into it. So first of all, it is 9 wide by, God, I can't even read that, 59, 10 by 12, so it's 9 by 12, and it has a mahoosive 4.5-inch spine. It's 5 signatures and it's full of lovely pictures. So this came off, I'll tell you a little bit about it as I open it. I did a series of journals which you're going to see in the next few days, called Drag Queens on the Run, and they were based on the colours of Tim Holt's distress inks, because I thought they were quite interesting, and they could be quite interesting as Victorian drag queens, and all had the names of the distress colours, which I thought was quite clever, you know, it's being me. And off the back of that, he did this kit of, there's some more modern pictures like this one, but there are some sort of Victorian drag queens. Yeah, so we'll get into it and you'll see. So hardcover, curved spine, slightly curved spine, 5 signatures, very chunky. It's very big, so my camera's very high, so I'm trying to get it all in. And here we go. And as I say, this is going to be the 1st of June this will be released. It's not the 1st of June today, but it will be when it's released. And so lots of pictures like this. So what could be considered Victorian drag queens. So front cover, big envelope. So, and lots of little pictures like this. This is wallpaper kit. This is just some scrapbook paper, bit of lace. And then in here we have and there's another pocket here, and there's a big pocket at the back which currently has nothing in it, and there's a pocket in, there's a couple of pockets, you can't really see, but there's a couple of pockets in the lid of it, and that just tucks in there and exhale. And then lots of images like this. I love it. So, this is from his kit, which is out in the world, called Unconditional. Pop that back in. And lots of book pages. And lots of little, I found lots of little bits and pieces of, they're modern, but I thought they went quite well. Everyone seems normal until you get to know them. Haha, it's very true. So, lots of pictures which I just thought went, which could be taken either way. Might not be. There we go. Lots of lovely big tags for that. And then from his kit. Again, this is from, I believe this is from his unconditional kit, so this is one that's out there. And then, and this one. And this one. And then get it out. I'll put them back in. And I'll flip it open. That one going there. Flips out. Another one here. Another one here. And these are all images from the kits that he has. And like I said, they've never been released to the world, but if you're interested, drop me a message, or drop him a message, let us know, and then I'll get him to release them. So, yes, in fact, we'll do it the other way, we'll open it properly. And then, 1, 2, 3, multicultural, multi-faith, multinationality, but all united by pride. So, and it's this one, it's in an envelope, and then bits from his kit. Here's another one where I've cut from the kit. Put it back in. And again, from the kit. Let me just get those back in. Pop that one in there. Oop, and see, always when you're on camera you can never get it back in, isn't it? It works perfectly until lots of pride colours, so lots of rainbow colours, so lots of little bits and pieces that I thought were appropriate. And this is all writable. Again, this is one from his kit, but this is one that it printed in black and white because I'd run out of ink, and I sepiaed it up using distress oxides and turned it into an old photograph, or an old looking photograph. We have a flip down, which currently has nothing in it, but room for something in each one. Lots of writing space again, and I like to put lots of writing space in my journal. More inverted commas, Victorian drag queens. An interpretation. Oh, look at that. I love that. It's a fabulous picture. So are we still a bit of it? Yeah, we are. Pocket here. Lots of writing space. Another one. And this again is from Unconditional, which is a kit that is out there. You can get that. That's in his Etsy store, I believe. And in the process of moving things that are in his Etsy store to his Cori store, so you should eventually be able to get them all in both places. Just pocket here. Lots of pictures that I just thought fit with the theme. And then some more of those. These are the ones that came out in black and white that I sepied up and made look like old vintage photographs. Put that back in there. And these are just envelopes that have been stenciled on. And then the edge is just a bit of scrapbook paper. So we have lots of look like old photographs. That was the idea, to make them look like old photographs. Put that one in, we'll pop that one back. And that. And that. And then we have little ones. Again, edge to make them look like they're old sepia photographs. And that one. Oh, and that one. Oh, here you go. And that one. And like I say, this is, although it's not the 1st of June today, when I'm filming, you'll see this on the 1st of June. And it's to celebrate Pride Month, which we have every year. So, there we go. We are born to be loved. Lots of rainbow, There's one from Unconditional. Pocket here. Actually, that was nothing in it. Look at that. And these are, again, ones that could be released. Pocket on the back. If people are interested, I can have a word. We can get something released so that you can have a play with it if you so wish. So you have to comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you'd like it released. This is from Unconditional, and I will have a word. And these are all little peeps from the kits that he made. And there's kind of two. There's kind of a more modern looking one, and then the ones which look like Victorian drag queens. For those in the know, an icon. And more, and again, more modern take. And big one in the top of the tail now. There we go, that's from Unconditional. I have to get it back in on camera, see if we can do it. Can we do it? Can we do it? There we go. Oh, it's never easy when you're doing it. There we go. When you're doing it on camera, is it never easy. So, more. And that. And one behind. Now we've got this that flips out again. This. And this. One in the envelope. The one behind the envelope. And we've got a couple of flip outs. Again. Oh, try and do it while we're filming. Put it all back in. And I don't lose any of it. There's that. And there's that. Over. And there. Big one at the top, and again that one's from Unconditional, which is out there in the world already. You can find that in his Etsy store. There's that. Okay, one of the newer ones. I just think they're fabulous. They're camp and a bit of fun. There we go. Lots of rainbow coloured paper. Pocket here, nothing in it yet. There we go, a little tuck here, and a little pocket at the top again. And this is one of the black and white ones that I've made look old. Pocket here. Another one of the black and white ones that I've aged. On the back. Big one. Goes there, and there's also a pocket here which you can put something in. Lots of writing space. There's always lots of writing space. So we have this one. So this is an envelope as a pocket. And then has this writing space on the inside. And that just tucks in there. And that cuts down. Some lovely rainbow colours. Tried to keep it as jolly and rainbowy as I could. Pocket here, nothing in it as yet. Picture again. Then, centre spread, we have in each one of these. If we can get it back in, again. These are from an old Season Roebuck style catalogue, although I don't think it was Season Roebuck. And it was a reproduction with some of the images on, and then little clusters built on top. Another fabulous image. Pocket here, nothing in it as yet. And just lots of rainbow bits and pieces to play with. You stick pictures on these, you can write on this. It's all writable. Yeah. Going towards the back now. So we have some little ones, a little postcard, and this, and that. And that's actually, some of you might recognise from an earlier flip through, that's his wallpaper kit. So bits of everything. Bit of Creative Brain. This is from my cleaner. I just really liked it. I thought the image was appropriate, and the colours are actually trans colours. Colours of a trans flag. So I thought that was appropriate. Oop. And that sits in there. Then pockets here, although there's yet nothing in them. Pocket here, nothing in yet. And again, that's my writing space. Page edges, clusters, things that sort of fit beautifully. Oh, big tag. And windowed pocket. More rainbow. And this flip out, so we just tag out first. Look at that for an outfit. That's me going to Sainsbury's shopping, that is. Just a normal shop. Now, this is where we can get it back in. And this is it's made from an Amazon bag, I believe it is. Let's see if we can get back in the camera. Bear with. Oh, it's a bit of a... It's because I don't have enough room above me, quite. So I'm going to end up breaking it, and I don't want to. It's because I have the setup where I have the brick above me. So, these two. So these will pop back in. And I managed to get the camera a lot higher, but it's just stacked on my books, basically. So, it's a little bit on the precarious side. So, there we go. This one's from Unconditional. The kit that's on his Etsy store already. More colour pages and book pages. So, a nice rainbow style. So that one. It's another one of the lovely images I created for this. So, lots more rainbow pages. Some bits and pieces that I thought were appropriate and fit. It's another one from the Unconditional. So you get that back in there. There we go. And it's the other side of, we'll take this out. I'll probably can't get this back in. There's a couple of big ones there. So we're just going to sit those in there. And those. Ta-da! You see? So I'll pop those back in there. The big ones I'll do after, so I need space away from my setup to be able to get in the top. So we'll just sit those in there. And then we have pockets. And then we have this, which is one of the old photographs, or the black and white ones that I've made into old photographs. Flips out. It's got no pocket on it. I'd forgotten about that one. Got a window pocket there though. And then we have this one, which is, again, this is his wallpaper kit. So we have this one, which sits in the back pocket, and then a couple of little bits, just made out of bits and pieces that I had left. Lots of little queens everywhere. I used a queen quite a lot. There was an appropriateness for that. And then when we get to the back, we have another one. Lift this. With a little slide out of one of those photographs. And another one here. Gives us a nice little belly band. Gives us a pocket here. And at the moment, it just has this in. So that's that, and this flaps down, and this flaps over, and this is just it's an old book cover made spine, and it's covered in coffee dyed cotton. And then take it back this way. We'll tie it up, like so. A nice little bow in it. Bit of bow, and there we have my epic pride journal, which was great fun to make. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed playing with the images. Like I say, some of these images have never been released to the world, but he does have them. So if anybody's interested, just tell him you want Victorian drag queens. You want them. You need them in the world. Leave me a message, or leave him a message, or leave both of us a message, and I'll make sure I get it. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you've enjoyed this flip through. I loved making this. It was great fun. My pride and joy. So I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you all soon in the next one. Like I said, I've sent in a couple of videos. I'm getting a bit more organised, so they're coming a bit thicker and faster than they've come in the past. I'm hoping for no large gaps this time. And there will actually be some videos of me making things, not just flipping through things. So there's that to look forward to, or not, depending on your point of view. I will talk to you all soon, and see you in the next video. Bye now.